Well, it's been quite some time. It's time to fire this thing up and cut some lumber for this mailbox stuff. So let's get after it. So this tree here came from the site. I think it would be cool to use it in the project. The only problem is it's a little punky in this end. It might be all right though. We'll get a little extra. Basically for the top beam, I'm gonna cut a 6x6 and then split that down the middle. I was thinking I needed to change the oil on this, but I pulled the plug and the oil's like looking pretty new. Gas, on the other hand, I mean, there's enough in there to get started. Geez, it's been so long since I used it that it's on winter mode. I don't even know what the difference is here. Get snowflake mode. Sun mode. We're gonna go on sun mode. Choke on, fuel on. Probably should find some gloves. This stuff is just sappy as sap can be. Spruce. All right, water for the blade, gas for the engine, and gloves for my mitts. Not my favorite gloves, but I do not like being covered in pitch. Oh, that's not a good look, is it? I use whole milk in mine. Run windshield washer fluid in this in the winter so that it doesn't freeze. I've heard of people using diesel fuel and soapy water and everything else. What do you use in your mill? I'm just following the instructions. It says water in the summer, windshield washer fluid in the winter. Of course, that stuff's more expensive than ever. Friggin' funnel is just wrecked. It's been sitting outside, so we're gonna freehand it. And my tripod's broken. This is as high as it'll go, so that's awesome. I was gonna buy a new one today, except for all they had was the same piece of crap that I have now, which broke after like a week and a half. Yep, dump it all over the engine. That's nice. Bonus points if you already got it hot. So I could easily get my 6x6 out here. It'd actually be a better chance of not getting into that punky stuff. So I'll flip it over and I'm gonna turn it into a cant, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't not. Sorry, that was lame. Somebody was dragging this through the gravel, apparently. Gee, it's sticky though. Man, the stuff does not want to slide ever. The moment you cut it, sap starts pouring out of it. Does not want to move over. Not a fan of how that's setting. It kind of sprung up in the middle. So I'm gonna cut it like this. It's still doing it. I don't know. Roll it one more time. Sure. I don't think it really matters. Not sure if this one will be useful or not. I'm gonna try to get a 2x6 out of the bottom of this, but it's just, I don't know. It might be alright. It might be alright, but I don't need the full length. If I can get it to come back in here somewhere and end, we'll see. I don't know. Let me cut it a little big and see what happens. I don't know. Looks pretty good till you get to about here. Probably not something I'm going to be trusting for structural stuff. Probably just leave this one home. Be good for something around here, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's not too bad. It's just punky, which stops here-ish. Get a couple cracks in it. Maybe it'll be fine. I'll take it down. I can use it for something. Now you cut the bonus lumber. Likely just 1x4s. Not super necessary, but they are great for bracing. I'll cut it 5 and then 4. I don't even know if this one's worth it. Maybe. Gotta be a better way. I know there is. It's called a friggin' edge saw or whatever, but they're a lot of money. Probably use these 1x4s to strap the roof. Gonna put metal roofing on it. No reason to really board it up solid. All right, I need a new log. I think rather than move this stuff around a bunch, I think I'm just going to back my truck down here and put it on there. Those are some beefy buys. 3x6. The only reason why I went with 3" by 6" is the steel beams are 3 inches wide. Or the steel posts, rather. Now I need to cut some 1.5" thick 2x6. And some of those are going to be split so that they're only 3 inches wide for the sides of the posts. You'll see. All right, I gotta move this truck. I gotta get this building closed in by winter. Not too bad. Must not have rolled this one in the dirt as much. Got my log stop set at 8 inches. I gotta remember that. That was dumb. Looking like I probably should have put a new blade on. They're a little wavy. Don't know if you can see that on the camera, but right here, there's a whole bunch of wavy going on. When I cut the cant, really, I'll put a new blade on before I cut anything else. I need more. I don't know if I can get 2x6s out of that last one or not. I might take out the chainsaw and cut it 8 feet long, see if I can get a few more 2x6s out of it. I think maybe I can. I'd like to keep it all spruce if I could. I think this here's spruce. I could use that too. I can take one of these off because it's getting dull is a good day. It's when I have to take them off and throw them away that I hate. Sharpened these a while back. again, is this worth it? I'm gonna say no. Probably isn't even worth my time, but we got it here, might as well. We'll get about 3 or 4 2x6s out of it, I guess. Better than getting poked in the eye. Friggin' bugs, go away. Friggin' yellow jackets. Hornet, whatever the hell they are. Tired of them. They love this fresh cut wood. They always used to be a nuisance on job sites too, and you get all that new lumber exposed everywhere and delivered. They loved it. Bring out of here. It's like an airport. How about you die? You guys see that sawmill that Sawing with Sandy got? Man, wouldn't I love to have one of those? I'd probably quit my job and cut lumber for a living if I had one of those. Probably gone a little overboard on the amount of lumber I actually need, but I don't want to have to stop and cut again. Hopefully this stuff will be all right. I gotta build the rest of the shed. See how the sun line is right there? Who will protect my delicate legs? Well, I think I'm just gonna nail that down and cut it as it sits. This one here has been kind of sitting around a little bit too long. It's all right, it'll turn into boards. Yeah, not worth it. Shoot, frick. Trying to get these ones a little bit wider. These are for the side fill pieces on the posts. Typically, yeah, you could cut something 6 inches wide in half, but it would be a little bit too short. So I made these a little bit extra wide. And this one here is kind of just crap, so I might just cut a 3-inch one out of the middle of it. Chew! Friggin' spruce. Makes him a sneeze. Tell you what, this boy's tuckered out. Doesn't seem to take much when you work in an office all day, every week. Sitting on your butt. Alright, this is it for today. Tomorrow we build. Gotta load up tools in the morning, get the steel posts, get the hardware out of my car. Yeah, it'll take me a while to gather stuff, but I'm gonna get down and put some of this together. Hopefully I have something to show for it by the end of the day. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow. Well, here's the first load of stuff. Take it down and unload it onto the sawhorses and come back for the tools. I would bring my trailer, but this kind of makes it incompatible. Somebody broke my sawhorse trying to stand on it. Friggin' jerks. It's me, I'm somebody. At least there's a nice stabby bit on there now. Oh. It's too early for that noise. It's too early for any of this, really. That sawhorse probably wouldn't have broke if I'd finished putting the screws in like I said I was going to. I was thinking in my head that I could do all this with my cordless skill saw, but I'm just gonna bring the generator, chop saw, skill saw, table saw, just bring it all. It'll make it easier for me. One more feeble attempt at being stupid by crazy neighbor. Oh no, you put a branch here. What am I gonna do? I'd like to watch him leave his house one day and get about 7 people and gather up one of my entire brush piles at my house and absolutely fill his whole friggin' yard full of brush. Pack it up around his door. Everybody's tired of it. I was gonna bring a broom and I forgot.
To the name of that place, Sharon? LL Bean.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I think it would take a little bit of time this morning. We never go nowhere. We usually just stay around, you know.
It fits, so I did something right.
See you later.
See ya. Freaking hardware's junk now. Hot dip galvanized threads are crunchy. Imagine Looney Neighbor will have a fit when he sees all this. Not too shabby. Gonna need a little tweaking. Jeez, that weighs pretty good. A little bit more. I've always liked this method. Infinite adjustability. Not bad. Too far forward now. Gonna come back and that way. Just a smidge. I want to make sure they're nice and parallel before I put my wood in. Well, you get the idea. I'm not going to make you watch all that. It's kind of a tough one to cut by yourself. Yeah. That ain't gonna work. Need a generator. Oh boy, that dirt is soft. Yahoo! That ain't going nowhere. Also, the 2x6 that goes on the front is going to go right up to the top of that. It'll tie them right together. Gonna be a roof on here, but it's not gonna be like some big structure. It's just enough to keep the water off of the mailboxes and the structure itself. "12 foot, 6.5. Somehow I made this side 6 inches wider. That can just be our little secret. Need power. chop saw down here. That's way better than what I would have gotten if I was using the skill saw and stuff. Come on. Nice. Nothing saying this needed a roof either, but I'm building it and I'm providing the lumber, so it's an artistic outlet, okay? Beauty. Might be a little wiggly, but overall should be good. All right, now I'm gonna put this, well, no, I need to clad these next. Shoot. One problem with that, I don't have very many long self-tappers. I'll show you what I'm gonna use. I was gonna use these 2-inch self-tappers to hold that on. Well, I've got exactly 5. So that's not going to be do much good. I've got some 1.5-inch ones. I suppose I could use some of these where it's going to be hidden and just countersink them. Or I could just countersink them anyway. Either that or I have to go to town. I believe that'll work. And it's still actually hitting those bolt heads. Maybe this will work. Maybe I should have pre-drilled that. Oh, it's still intact. It's hot too. Now it's in the dirt. Now it's hot. Just like that. Not the best looking fastener, but I sure wish I had more. Okay. Yeah, I'll need something bigger than that to countersink it. Shoot. I know a way to make it thinner. It's not pretty, but I'm gonna build a base around this anyway, so just take this and shave it down. A little tricky. Probably enough. Those work pretty good. I bought them for putting the deck on my trailer. Now on this side I can put it in segments, which would really like to have more of those. I just don't want to have to take this whole circus back. There'll be parts of this that are hidden too. Like I can put a couple in here because there'll be a 2x6, and then I can put one here. I guess I can just go get a spade bit too and just actually countersink it. It ain't gonna look the best, but it'll work. I really just need to have it be as big around as this. So I guess I'll drop this trailer and go do that. Well, I found some Phillips sheet metal screws. I'll have to pre-drill them, but they should work. I guess we'll find out. Maybe cut a little bit more of a notch out of that. Something like that. And I gotta do clearance for the welds. It's not pretty, but you're not going to see any of the parts that matter. But that looks good. The next piece from the top will meet that. It's like a parade out here today. These drill bits are kind of stupid. You can't drill very deep. I just need it to touch it. There we go. Hopefully this will work. I really only need a couple screws in it here and there anyway. I'm gonna say no, that's not gonna work. Get out of here. Maybe I'll try the next size up drill bit. Nope, snapped it right off. Perfect, great. So I really am stuck with the few screws that I have. Little countersink action. Will this fit in there? No. It will. Just have to force it. Probably just gonna go with one screw in each part of this. The rest of it will hold it together. That's not the right hole. Oh, that's going well. Jeez. Yep. Just gotta hold it on there, that's all. Thank you. Hopefully he doesn't wreck it. Oh, I'll get pictures. The neighborhood is not happy with you, guy. Not happy at all. This thing's rooting away. Clamp. First problem with doing the screen numbers. Things may not look the same once it dries out, but oh. Now it's good at the back. I don't even know about really worrying about putting screws in these side pieces. I think maybe I should be clamping some blocks on and get this one on first and then just screw into it. I don't know. 87 3/4. Yep. Need power. I do like having electric start on that. It's kind of nice. That's not ideal, is it? Alright, it'll bend around the corner. Well, that's one. You can tell this is the first one I did. I didn't make these very long. On the other ones I made them longer. I mean, it'll be fine, but these ones are a bit longer. Alright, I'm gonna get this other one done up. I'll be back. Driving down in here, I can tell that the middle is low. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. I'm going to adjust that bottom up a little bit. Everybody wants to help. I get it, but unless I'm working with somebody that I know what they can do, and I'm used to working with them, it's probably going to sound harsh, but it's not really a benefit to me. Man, you'd think I would have gotten a wrench down here by now. So I'm just going to tip it back and probably almost lift it. Alright, so I left you with this one. Now they're both done. This middle still got to come up. I got to deal with that. They came out alright. My lumber's a little wacky in places, but once this dries out and we paint it and stuff, it'll be fine. Yeah, not happy with things like that, but it is what it is. Looks darn better than what we have for mailboxes. Got this adjusted up, looks pretty good now, I think. Got a bit of adjustment left on all parts. This one's adjusted up the highest. Let's see what it looks like in the spring. Here's a working by yourself trick if you need to have somebody hold your tape measure. There we go, 11 and 5/16. And have power. So I'm going to nibble away at it a little bit for the top and clearance for that. May need to hit it with a hammer a bit too to straighten it out. Oh yeah, this thing's not square anymore. Awesome. Oh my word, the pitch is pouring right out of it. Look at it. A little pile of it on the ground already. Won't be long, I'll be covered in it. There we go. That wasn't right at all on that end. Stay. So now I just gotta drill through and bolt these. Nice crack. No extra length on those, that's for sure. Now this gets another 2x6 on top. Go away, Hornet. Get. Well, for whatever reason, I didn't cut enough 2-inch thick stuff, so I'm going to use an 1.5-inch thick one here. I'm going to have a couple of braces, so. We're at the stage of the project where my tools are all over the place. Little furry. Uh-oh. That's a problem. I'll have to do it from the impact driver, I guess. These are long. I might cut these off. I don't know. Once you cut them though, you've kind of compromised the finish. Seems high at the top. Hopefully they're okay with it. They be in the post office. I showed them my plans before I started. So if they don't like it, it's on them. Even though we both know how that's not how that works. Now, I would think I could get away with just one support in the center. I think that looks pretty good. It came up with this simple little trim piece for the bottom. Probably should be made out of pressure treated, but that's what I got for now. It'll last a few years. Took a little fiddling, but I got it to fit half decent. Ah, freaking sap. Give this about a week in the sun and it'll look terrible, I'm sure. Kinda wish I had some smaller screws with me. These are a little overkill for this. This gravel's real loose back here. Yeah, it's not without its faults, I can tell you that. The post isn't square all the way around, so you end up with stuff like this. Don't really care. I mean, I guess I can put this on there. These clamps stink. Fine, I guess I do care. That looks alright. Alright, one more. Well, you're not going to want to look too close at this one. It's a little sloppy. You know, you can raise it up though for adjusting. Whatever. I'm tuckered out. At the end of the day, I think it looks pretty good. Next part will be the roof. All the people that say, can I help? Now would be a good time, then I'll have to clean up. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Alright, I think that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Really like to make a full-time thing out of this. Doing fun projects, just the things that I want to do. Maybe even some customer jobs, I don't know, we'll see. But it would have to be a very part-time thing. So drop me a comment, let me know what you think. We still got a roof to build yet. That'll be the last video. And then I'll probably update once we get the mailboxes moved over. All right, see ya.